Good morning from the coast city. London is cold. I am on the streets of London, so you guys gonna enjoy London with me this morning. It's not funny, but I just have to join the show. Good morning, Mary. Good
morning, Daddy King.
Yes,
Good morning, Daddy King.
Yes, we're gonna do it the way we can. I'm gonna leave it shortly. My hands are freezing. It's not funny here. This is typical London.
And you're not properly covered. You're not wearing gloves. You're not covering you're not wearing any hood on your head.
Not really good.
There's no head woman.
Yeah, somebody's still jogging this morning. You see people still jogging. They're getting on. All right. That is it. That is what it is. That's what I expect to see from you guys and Abuja. Don't sit in the room. Go out. Anyway. So what's been happening? Really? What's been happening in Abuja?
So far, so good. At this moment, everything is just normal. Everything is just still. We're just living the day as it comes. Each day that comes, you just live for each day that comes with its struggles and troubles. You just live each day and move.
Okay. Because I'm on the street, it's very loud here. So if it's making noise, tell me to mute my phone.
Okay.
So Mary, what's going on in Asaba?
Like I said, it begins to get cold.
Yeah, a lot
is happening in Abuja is really chilly this morning. Like it's really cold this morning. I basically
so we have three people on the topic today. There's President Tinubu on top of it all. We have Governor Boriwori and the dramatic weekend in Abuja. You have it all. You guys are having fun.
His drama is used to one time. I don't really discuss about him anymore because it's more like everyday drama.
Weekend is not romantic.
It's not romantic. So his drama now, we Abuja people, we are just used to it now. We don't really care whether he's there or not. We forgot about him because every day we can bring something else. Look at the drama he now hits. He revoked the land property from the SGF down to President Buhari and everything. So Wike is not smiling. Wike now is not scared of anybody. If Wike is even powerful more than the president now. Because for him to revoke the land properties from the SGF, former President Buhari, and one other governor, and also Senate President.
How can the normal Nigeria believe that? This is a publicity stunt. When you are political, you believe that kind of lies.
That's the thing. So that is why I say the whole thing itself does not even.
These are opportunities to see people's land. For if they can keep worrying about that is what
they are trying to do. If they can revoke the former president's properties and the SGF, the current SGF and everything, what about your land? So they don't even that.
Destroying people's property, so they're making it look like nobody is above it. But Nigeria, we have a good institution. Some people are above the law. We know. So it's not something that we need for us. When I saw this story, people actually their land because of a particular bill that expected of them to pay. And I said, this man actually wants to do more. He wants to go into collecting other people's property, then making it look like even the ex-president.
Once in a while, that the Christians just disappear and come back, but enjoy the spectacles of London this morning.
Yeah, I understand.
No problem. We are good.
Okay, that it is when everybody are back, everything is topic of the day. This is affecting our Nigerian democracy. Because we have a whole lot affecting
I
our
like
Nigerian democracy.
a lot is affecting Nigerian democracy. Like when we talk about Nigerian democracy, so we'll first start from the beginning, from the root cause of the problem. What is
Yeah.
the major root cause of Nigerian democracy? Electoral fraud. You see these people take the offices, like you know that they stole it. It's not really their money, they just stole this money from other people. You see them, they can go at extra length just for them to achieve what they want to achieve. Somebody will know that I'm not winning the election. They'll bring thugs to rig. They will rig the election, electoral ballot snatching and everything. You see, they will harass people and all that just for them. You see where people will there be stamping, will be printing the stamping on electoral paper, just for them, for their candidate to win. So right from the start of everything, I think that is where the problem starts. Are you really the candidate the people voted in for, or you voted yourself in? That's electoral fraud. Then the second one is corruption, and corruption has eaten deep into us that we feel these public offices is meant for us to siphon the money, it's just for our personal use and not for the public. And when you have this mindset and you enter, that is another root cause of an electoral democracy, problems of democracy in Nigeria. Corruption, electoral fraud, then again, insecurities. The insecurity part is something that I'm like we are just more like many Nigerians are just living on the eggshell. You don't know what to happen tomorrow. You don't know where the next thing you hear gunshot and you're trying to run with your children. You don't, and it's crazy, Mary. It's really crazy, and these things have been occurring over and over again, year in, year out, 8 years, 8 years out, and it's continuous. It's more like a continuous process because these people don't even come in, they don't even have a mandate for the people. They snatch their way into these offices and they are just there to just steal the money, just get rich and just walk out, and they will still then continue to look for another office because when you steal from here, you want to go to another position where you will still be covered. You have the government coverage that nobody will probe you, and it's like continuous process.
Thank you, Ayamba. Okay, just like the person said, this is affecting our Nigerian democracy. So a lot of time we focus on the problem. I want to talk about the solution to these problems because we've always talked about the problem. We talk about insecurity, we not talk about corruption. Corruption makes insecurity.
Okay.
And that is
Hello, guys. Enjoy this photo. I think you just made the Prime Minister of Britain.
I can't get that.
Prime Minister of Britain.
That is that not escort.
That is the highest motorcade you see in England. The highest.
But there is escort. You people, you are not giving us the
They still have escorts. Just that we will have plenty protocol officers. They still have escorts. It's just that we will have plenty protocol officers.
And they say they move on their own.
This is the Prime Minister of the Great World. Only three vehicles. You know how many Tinubu carries?
That's what I'm saying. We will have plenty protocols officers. We have protocol officers. We have PAs. We have this
Nigeria. We are the highest that has this level of I saw the son of Joe Biden, right? They call him Hunter. The one that granted a bill.
You know what? Next week I will report from Downing Street. Show you how the government, how close you can get to the office of the Prime Minister. But can you get people ready to answer up?
But you know what I'm saying? We complain about being old. We crucify people of being old, right? Right? This other country, their president is old. They also vote in old president. They don't crucify them. They don't want them to be. But in Nigeria, if we have a president, we start by shaming them, making it look like. I am not saying that having president is the best. We just give it for the young people.
That's it,
I will try to influence elect old president. But we don't see it as a
But we don't
problem.
see it
I
as
saw
a
the
problem.
video, I became
I became
speechless.
speechless.
Remember, the son is
Remember,
already
the son
looking
is already
old.
looking old.
So you can imagine
So you
how
can
old is the
imagine how
father.
old is the father.
You get my point?
You
I
get my
think
point?
I
And
think
Joe
they see that
Biden
noise
was
again, Mary.
actually old,
Where's the
and that's
noise
the main
coming
reason why he
from?
didn't come for second term. He just really wanted that space for himself. He's old. He's not really young. Joe Biden is not young, so
That
he
is it.
knew.
That is it.
It's just that we Nigerians, we are too good to body shame people, to use things against people.
Daddy Chris
We
is
are
That
having
is
too
it.
good
noise
at
from
body
Having
my
shaming
noise
end.
from my
people.
end.
Sorry.
He's talking
He's
about noise
talking
coming from
about
my
noise
end.
The
coming from
noise,
my
Let me
end.
yes.
continue from
Yeah,
my
there's
end.
plenty of noise coming from your end.
Okay, just remove it
Okay,
from
just
his
remove it
screen.
from
Let
his
me check.
Let me check.
I'll come back.
I will know
I will know
where it's
who
coming
where
from.
it's
Maybe
coming from.
wait.
Maybe wait.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. It's not
Nice.
coming
It's
from
not
Mary.
coming from Mary.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Ayemba. Now we know it's coming
first
from
of
Ayemba.
all, I'm about to talk about
Ayemba, the
uh,
noise is coming from you. Yes. Ayemba is coming from you.
yes.
Because when I mute you, there's no noise. You see? Let me bring you back.
The office. So that's what I'm saying. My office is not noisy.
No, it's
All
not
right.
about the
No,
office
it's
being
not about the
noisy.
office being noisy.
I think
You
it
see?
has to do
I
with
think it has
sometimes
to
this
do
thing is
with
network
sometimes
that
this
it
thing is
is.
network
Maybe
that
when
it
she
is.
entered,
Maybe when she entered,
the air,
the air,
I was even thinking it
I
from
was
my
even
end.
thinking it from my end.
All
Okay,
right,
let me
guys.
leave
I'm
and
going
enter
to join
again.
you. I'm going to join you
I'm
guys
going
in
to
a
join you guys
minute.
in a minute.
I'm going to sign out
I'm
and
going to
join you in a
sign out
minute.
and join you
Okay?
in a minute.
I think, can you put the topic for me on the screen?
Huh?
The topic. Can you help me put the
The
topic?
topic. All right.
Issues
I may
affecting
not be able
Nigerian
to do that
democracy.
now. When I get in, I'll put it, please. Is it on the screen? Have you
Okay.
typed it in?
I can't really do it from here because I enter with a link. That's the challenge.
All right. Where is Ayemba now?
Yeah, I think she's going to come back. Let me just continue. So talking about
Typical.
the issues affecting our Nigerian democracy. The reason why I keep talking about democracy is because we all know that if you want to check, we are supposed to be in a democratic state, practicing democracy. But unfortunately, it looks like we are in a regime whereby it's supposed to be democracy, but unfortunately, there's nothing like democracy right now because it has to do like everybody that surrounds the system is really not doing the needful. I said, okay, even if Nigeria want to keep promoting or want to keep having old leaders, it will still be of good if we a kind of have to understand the people's needs. It is one thing to be there as a president, and it's another thing to understand the people's needs. You need to really understand what those people need. What have they been crying for? What have they been asking for? Which is the center of corruption. Now, what can be the solution? Can the government start looking into the electoral system, the INEC, the body as a whole, right? How is this system supposed to run? How is it supposed to run to make it better? Because it's like every year we come out, we keep complaining of the same problem, the same issues with no solutions. And today, when I talk about this topic, the issues affecting Nigerian democracy, I thought about what could really be the solutions to whatever we think the problem is. Because you see, on the Wake Up Nigeria show, I was not really able to introduce the show properly because of my network issues and all of that. Coming into the show, you could actually see that the Wake Up Nigeria show is basically about the problems, right? We talk about Nigeria waking up from their slumber. Everybody sit down with their cheap data from their house. They type about Nigeria problems. They come to the internet. They come to the social media to cry a lot, to act. You see them times. Why I say this is When we go out on the street shows, the vox pop, we try to speak to people. Once they see the camera, they shy away from it. But if you're not putting the camera on their front, they want to talk, they want to express themselves. You see people voicing out their grievances, voicing out that thing that is eating them up. But with camera on their face, they start to shy away. So with this act, how can we in any way stop Nigeria problems? I don't want to say we should stop problems. No, I want to talk about the solutions. The INEC, the Independent Electoral Commission. How can this body be revamped totally to
I am
make
by your
our
network
election to be
is
free and fair?
shameful.
Because I cannot talk about corruption without election, without the election electoral without involving corruption. There is corruption in all of those things I'm talking about. In fact, the center of Nigeria problem, if you could study properly, you see that it's corruption. Because if I talk about the weak institution, which is the judiciary, for me personally, the legislature and the executive, can you see that the problem that this body is having is still centered on corruption? So what can be done, right, to put a stop to this corruption so that Nigeria as it is can really be better? It's just because, like I said, my network is really not too strong and it's really not letting me do what I really wanted to do. Because there was a video of a young girl that actually went to the ATM to show a woman, right? I think she was trying to help the woman withdraw money. And what did she do? She was able to walk away with the woman's ATM card. And at the end of the day, went to withdraw a huge sum of 2 million naira from their account. So when you look at this situation, you see that we as Nigerians, even ability to render common help to our fellow Nigerians, what do we do in that process? What do we do? We take advantage of everything. In as much as we talk about Nigerian problems and the government, they are always involved, but there cannot be Nigerian problems without citizens also contributing their own part. Nigeria is not the only country in Africa. Nigeria is not the only country in Africa. Nigeria is not the only country in the world. Nigeria is not the only country in the world. In a positive way. Why is that when you hear about Nigeria, a dirty linen outside? If we talk about the government, today I'm really not here to just blame the government. I'm here to talk about
Mary, what's happening to your
I
network?
have
I am
come
here
to
watching.
see what we as a people
And
can
Ayemba, our picture is not showing. Ayemba is blank.
do,
How can we help her? Ayemba, we
how
can't see. Okay, now we can see her.
we
Yeah.
contribute to the negativity, right? People, right? Say the government thing as a government, looting is their
Okay. Finally, Mary
Okay,
is
so
gone off the
far.
screen. That's what we have
We,
against.
okay,
Ayemba,
I think what she has been saying is about the solution for Nigerian democracy. What are the solutions? Instead of we constantly complain about the problems, we stated it out. Like I stated it out, it's about electoral fraud, corruption, and everything. So she was like, "What are the solutions that will proffer Nigerian democracy? What is the solution to everything that has to do with Nigerian democracy and all?" Basically, I feel we start from INEC. INEC need an overhaul reform, like they need to reform that the whole of INEC. Because first and foremost, we need to have a free and fair election. We cannot just have a government where is standing will be voted in on a corrupt basis, have been voted in on a particular basis that is not even right. So I think the solution will have to start from the INEC, because INEC office
I
needs
think the
to,
INEC really needs to be independent. If they call them
yes, it needs to be
independent electoral
independent.
commission, can they start
Once
being
it's
independent?
independent,
Can they work according
it
to
is
their name? You cannot. You are not supposed to. Or we don't. We know you as to a body that is supposed to be independent, and you are not acting according
but
to
the
your
body is not
body.
even
If
independent,
you
but
are
it's
independent,
being
if
manipulated
INEC
from
can
the
be independent, we
office
will
of
not have this
president.
issues we are
Yes,
having today. I am not saying,
the
I am not saying that
yes,
the people maybe cannot elect a wrong president. We are not perfect. Do you know why? What these people put
yes.
out there during the campaign is something that is beyond us. You cannot really tell who will do what they say because a lot of promises is being made during the campaign. A lot of people come out and say a
Just
lot
a
of things that they will
manifesto,
not be able to
just
do.
for what
The
to
things
say
they
to make
want to
people
say
vote
is what they
for
say
them.
during the campaign. So what am I saying in essence? If you judge based on
Yes,
what they do in the campaign, you might end up people voting the wrong president. By the end of the
that's
day, if we vote the wrong person, so that we will know that with my full chest, I voted the wrong person. So let me endure the sin, right, of my mistake. But it is now terrible when it is really not the person you wanted. You feel like the results, right, were not properly or is not properly called out. Then you see
yes.
another person that maybe you felt does not worth it. I'm not saying anybody
And I think solution of Nigeria, like the Nigerian democracy, has to do with a personal thing. What do you have a conscience? What do you have in mind towards these people you want
wants
to
it.
rule? And it has to start from me and you, because I cannot just aspire to occupy a public office when I know very well deep down inside what are the thoughts I have towards my country, what are the thoughts I have
Anybody is
towards
better
citizens
off,
of Nigeria,
right?
what
Because
are the thoughts I have
sometimes
towards the
the
masses.
person that you might be thinking is too good might end up at the end of the day not being able to
You know when you get into that office, you don't even know whatever
be
it
elected.
is, because at the end of the day, whatever it is that is controlling these people, it makes them, I don't know whether it turns their heart, their mind to the back, and they don't even have a conscience. Because when you have a conscience, it will prick you at some point. And this is where it comes in. Our late president, President Yaradua, he had a conscience. He was someone that knew that humanity, these people I'm leading, these people I'm here to look at them, I'm here to make these people feel comfortable to some certain extent. It's not all about Nigeria. Other countries are doing this. Why is Nigerian case always different? Because it's not every time that you say, well, you get to that place and everything will change. Why? That is where it now. I'm still telling you that no matter how someone, if you really have a conscience, no
Yeah,
matter
I've
how
heard
someone wants to manipulate you,
it is.
you understand? No matter how someone wants to manipulate you, your conscience will prick you. You have a fear of God. Okay, let me just say the fear of God. Then you have a conscience for humanity that I'm here for a purpose. I'm here for a mission to liberate my people. No matter the manipulations will come, people with like a lot of things will happen. But when you have a focus and you know that this is what you are here for, I'm here to liberate Nigerians. I'm here to make Nigerians feel the ease, feel at ease to some certain extent. Why I am in this office, you can do it. Okay, now our president, Baba is
That's the
doing
truth.
some making
So
some reforms. He does it.
another problem with the topic of today is ethnicity and religion. You know,
Yes,
Nigeria is a country where we know of two religions, which
we are
is
too tribalistic.
Christian and Muslim. There are others, but the two popular
Religion,
one is Christianity
ethnicity,
and
and
Islamic
all these things.
religion.
So
Can you
we
hear
are
me,
too
Amber? I'm
tribalistic.
still talking. I'm still talking. The Christianity
Okay.
and the Islamic religion, they are the two religion that we majorly have in Nigeria here. And can we all agree that this religion has also contributed negatively in our electoral system? Because when we want to elect
Yes,
people, we feel like this person should be like you want to elect somebody based on your religion. How is that even sensible? You want to put somebody because the person is in the same religion with you, or because the person merits to be there. So when I was talking about some of the problems facing this democracy in Nigeria, religion will not be set aside. Ethnicity, we have different ethnic groups. We also want to consider people, right, from the same ethnic groups with us. You know that when we grow beyond these thoughts, when we grow beyond this thinking in our heads, that somebody should not be voted because they are from my ethnic group, that is where the ethnicity comes in. Somebody should not be voted because they are from my religion.
can Because they do this thing basically on
Yeah.
sentiment. It's more like sentimental. Because they do it based on sentiment and all that.
Yeah, but what will
Once they
make you
start,
to
who
vote
can
for
put in their
somebody?
best to be where they are.
Mary,
Okay, Daddy,
what
since you're
are the
talking,
things that will
my
make
network is
me,
really bad.
Mary, let me ask the two of you one question. I hear what you guys are saying. One of the problems with our politics is ethnicity voting or religion. But is it not part of human beings? Something will gravitate you towards somebody. Either the person understand the same religion like you, or he understand your ethnic background. Something will bring people together. So if I vote, don't you think it's wise if I vote along that line?
But it should not be
What do
the
you
basis
mean?
of why I should vote somebody. It should not be the basis of why I should vote somebody.
I
Do you know that if we grow
in the
past this stage, I feel
in the
like we will
past
not have problem in the country.
for 8 or 10 years now, I think I've been voting based on individual. I've not been voting like it's more like the same thing that the K asks. It's because you feel like this person, I vote based on the individual aspect. If I know you as a person, maybe, but you're not doing well, I will not vote you. I vote on someone that I know that okay, if I vote this person, okay, this person has been doing this thing. This person have so far maybe this person have one or two things that really is towards making a better Nigeria. I will vote that person. I cannot just go out and start voting you because I feel you are close to somebody that I know even though the person is going to render help to me, I'm also vote that because I'm not going to vote. I'm not going to tell the person who I voted for. So I just go. I vote based on individual. I feel to some extent they're trying to make a better
If we
better
can
my state, a
if
better
we can start
anything.
going back to the states and start thinking about the states, we all come from different states. If we want to really
Yeah.
say we want to vote people because they are from the same place with us, we all come from different states and from Enugu states, Benue and Delta. So
Yes.
that brings us to our different governors. So I have my governor, you have your governor, and you have your governor. What
Yes.
have they done for your family? If we want to start thinking about towards that aspect, so my
Mm.
state governor is from my state,
Yes.
right? Has he even
Mm.
touched my community? Was it the
Good.
one that developed? You go to my community and you see street lights, you see nice road, but was not done by the governor. It was done by people dragging power from local government chairman. People dragging power to be recognized in the village, and that is why they were dragging their powers and they could develop the place to be so fine. Not from the governor. So what am I saying in essence? That somebody come from your place doesn't mean they will impact your
You
life.
should vote for
No, maybe it's true. You know the politics in Delta State at the moment. Eh, there are two faction fighting. In fact, it's everywhere. Within the
Who is making
APC, there are two faction. Yeah.
Nigeria a livable place?
Yes.
Why not? He doesn't know your family. He doesn't do anything to ask you.
that. In your thank God in your state is APC and another party. In my state is APC
If
within
the governor
APC.
of
There are two
Enugu
parties
State becomes
within
the
APC.
president, he doesn't know
Really?
me. I
Okay.
just come from there. Doesn't mean he will come to my place and fix a road in my
They
house
will tell
or
you
give
to
me
leave
money. So
GFC
why can't
governor.
we think beyond that? Everybody that voted Buhari because he's from their tribe. How many homes did he go to? How many of them did you know?
That is the thing.
Okay, now let's say the present president, people from the local communities that voted him, how many of them, right, does he know? You can't know everybody. So can we
Yes.
start understand that these people don't know you? Then let's think about Nigeria as a country and how it can be better.
Yes. Mary, I agree. I agree. And that is the mistake. In my community at the moment, but Mary, this is something I like. Maybe Nigerians, I will come on one show, I will talk about credible opposition. All right, which is really important.
Yeah.
By the time the political classes are fighting, they run to us. If they are
Yeah.
friends, we have a problem. You understand? Now, in Delta State, we have the faction supporting the governor, who is Governor Boriwori. And now a new movement is going on. Young woman, I don't care where the movement is coming from. This movement is Bori kind of, but Bori is not openly saying it. Now, Bori daughter and the former deputy senate president, they are now the APC, trying to unseat the governor before the time will even come. In fact, the governor knows that he's going to have a big fight in
So
2027.
that's not nice.
You know what? You know what I hear now, Mary?
But
Now,
that's not
the
nice.
governor is trying to please the people so he will get the vote. Now, the other party are trying to please us so they will get the vote. The problem is this, and I want you guys to tell me. Now, they are the governor is only going to do politics rather than governing. You understand? Because he's going to do things that will suit us today, so that will make us to vote for him. Not something that will be good for Delta State. You see, there's a two different thing. Leadership is two categories. There are some people that lead to make you happy. There are some people that lead to build the state for tomorrow.
Perfect.
We hardly see leaders that build state for tomorrow in today Nigeria. You know, and that is some of the things Tinubu is trying to do, but he's still trying to do it to please us so we can vote for him. If Tinubu want to do things that will make Nigeria better, he can. But do we give him the chance to do so? That is another question. No, now the governor of Delta State is not doing things for the betterment of Delta State. He's not doing things so that people will vote for him in 2027. That is because of the opposition now there. So where do we go, young lady? Should we go for a leader who is going to vote, who's going to make us happy today? Or the one that will build the state? The one that will build the state, don't forget, will come with a lot of pain. You know, I always give this instance, Mary. At my age, no doctor will recommend me to eat a lot of sugar anymore. They say take bitter leaf. You know, if you eat bitter leaf soup, bitter leaf is not the most sugary thing, no, it's not very sweet. But you know it's good for you. When you begin to eat enough bitter leaf, it becomes sweet. That is the funniest thing. Now, don't eat bitter leaf soup
Yeah, it's
before.
good for you that the Chris, not me. It's good for you.
Okay,
Bitter leaf is
but
very
not
good.
really, you still come to your
I
time.
drink a lot of bitter leaf water. I wash.
No, it's
I
not good
can
for
still
you.
wash bitter leaf water and drink it. I take it like every time.
Eh?
Thank you. No, see,
No.
Eyemba, you are not taking it because it's sweet. You are taking it because you know it's good for your
It's
health.
not bitter.
Am I
That is
right?
the thing. It's not even bitter. When I'm taking it, I don't even. I
You
chew
see,
miracle leaf. That miracle leaf, I can chew miracle leaf normal like.
exactly. And you know, Ayemba, the reason you are able to chew it is not because of the taste, but because you
No.
are deep down, you are aware that it's good for your health.
Yeah.
And, and that is the kind of leaders we need. A leader that will give us better leaf, that knows that
Yeah.
better leaf is good for our health. Not the one
Yeah.
that will give us sugar. Sugar will kill us
It's
tomorrow.
true. I'll be dying. It's
See,
true.
that is
Like
the problem we have today. So
that
until
is it.
we can, you see, Nigerians say, even that if we don't vote along religion, if we don't vote out because of anything, our problem is we've not come to understand that we need a leader who will give us bitter leaf, not sugar. And that is the part where that decrease is different from everybody. See, in this show, I always tell people I don't support the governor, I don't support this. These people don't understand why I don't. Why would they sometimes say why you wouldn't spend money on roads? Road is good, but road is today. There will be no if you use the road, it doesn't have tomorrow. Okay, you construct a road in 3 years, it's gone. You need another road. You understand? But if you use that money to educate people who will build roads tomorrow, you have roads and road eternity. So what we need is a kind of psychic, a leader with a different psychic, not the one that gives us sugar. Oboribori is a sugar ideology governor. I know the governor of of Benue State is not a construct road that sugar ideology. There's hardly a governor in Nigeria that give us what we need for tomorrow. And Nigeria need to you
The governor of Benue State have been trying to establish. I think there's one company. He built a fashion house, one fashion house school or something in Benue. He's trying to set up some things that will really improve Benue State. So far, he's trying in his own way. He's
okay.
trying, but
I
we
have to
still
take
hope
that.
that yeah, he's doing
Maybe
And
some
can you
that's
things.
the
Like
thing. Even the ex-Delta State governor, I saw it. Maybe just the media propaganda, but I watched it when he was
yeah.
setting up fashion school as well. Skill. People were learning skill. I
So
think if I Okuma, the one that looted money. There was a time he did that, and people were praising him for the nice thing he did. It's not
Yes.
like
Because
maybe when they do these things. You understand?
like Ministry of Works, he went and revamped, like they opened a way complete mechanic this in the Ministry of Works. It was down. Like he has been doing some things. He's trying to. So for now, we are just still watching. We still early. He still have extra 3 years to go. So we are still watching it. Let's see how it goes.
I am, but
Um,
my question would be this. This governor, this thing he's doing now, let's think about it. Will he bring money to the state tomorrow? That's the first thing, is the litmus
Ah,
test.
it will that increase now.
a fashion school will still
It
bring
will.
it's going to employ people, because when you go to a fashion school, you
Okay.
are able to become a CEO on your own. When I
Yes.
go to that fashion school, if I learn how to sew, I know how to make good dresses, I'm becoming the boss of my
That's
own.
Yes.
And I'm going to create another, I will employ other people that will work under me, and I will
Yes.
train them, and these people to become people that cannot depend on the government alone. They will in turn again employ other people that will work under them, and it keeps going and keeps going like that. Is this something that is still going to improve the people of various states? Yeah. So it's not just there. He still There's so many things that are coming up that still trying to bring up. So I just feel for now, those ones he has been putting in place, they are still there. He has been collaborating with some Chinese company and people like that. So all these things, when you see people collaborating now about agriculture and everything, I don't feel with time he has the plan, but we see how the plan goes. And that is where what they'll have these plans in place until they will not tell you, okay, for their second tenure again, let me say, okay, we'll continue. But that's why I say we still have like extra 3 years to go. Let's see how these 3 years go unfolds and all that.
All right. I cannot argue that. I'm sorry, my system is about to go off when you are on
Okay.
the road. You are on highly stable. So my question again, if that is the case, with this technology, with what is training us now, will he be able to compete in 2050? The kind of fashion home is building now. Would that be the fashion home of 2050 or fashion home of yesterday? That is
He
the
has
question.
seen one part for now, right? In 2050, definitely he will not be on that seat again. Another person will come. And the
You
person
see?
too will now, that is
But
because they just put this thing.
what we will have in 2050 would be what we build today. You see,
Yes.
what we have
And
in
then if you let
2050
them
is
start
what we
with this
build
one
today.
first, at least they have idea of the fashion. Then they'll grow in
Yeah.
it. Even the popular Vicky James yet today did not just start once and become this popular, or started once and started knowing all of those styles.
That's
One
still
thing about
recognized.
fashion, I feel like if you are there, you grow in fashion. On your own, you don't have that creativity to create new things for yourself. But they did not learn at all, they will not even know where to start. So I feel like it's still a good thing. They can start with that one, let them learn. They will not grow in the job, understand the job, understand how to create different fashion styles as time goes on. So if new fashion is coming, they'll be learning about the new styles. The concept you hear
Mary,
about did not just start today, right?
The problem is the world is not a global village. You don't have the luxury.
You grow
The
with the
world is not
world.
waiting for you
You grow with
anymore.
the world.
With the
No,
You
word.
grow with the
the
world.
world
If
is
they did
not
not
waiting
start
for you. The
today,
world
how
is
will they
already
know
flying.
tomorrow?
Mary, the world is flying.
We'll
We
But
learn
if the
how
cannot
to
governor
fly.
stop.
starts teaching them the one that is flying that have not started, you have to teach them the one that has started. So let them learn from the today own. Then by
I
tomorrow
agree.
own, they will learn tomorrow's own.
I agree.
At
Okay.
least the efforts have been put in place. Let's appreciate the little effort. If other governors were doing this thing, it would have gone far.
Yes. I agree.
We
I
had
agree
a Nigerian,
completely.
we
I
had a
agree.
brewery, which is more okay.
Yeah.
Look at it that it came. We had companies that were there, government companies, Benue State. The past government, he came, he will sell it out, he will buy it. Do you know that this person, we had more company that was Benue State company. This man sold it out to Nigerian breweries.
Wow.
So you see, so at least we have the Benue investment and called BIPC. We have like he has been invested. There are so many things that been putting on in place that if only the past governors were like trying to put these other things in place, it would have been better.
Yes.
The little
Anyway,
one he has been doing, he's still at least improving. He has
you
already
see,
improved our transportation, because I remember the last past government, our transportation company was not something to write home about. Even though the vehicles are not really, people will always complain, but at least it's better than what it was. It looked like past 8 years ago. So it's still something. If
my
other
concern
people were
is
trying to do it,
and you are right. My take is this. Even most lecturers in Nigerian universities, they are not equipped anymore. You understand? To deal with the new world. The world is now AI. It's amazing what you can do with AI. You understand? It's amazing, young woman. And if you are doing things like the things I will do with AI in 1 minute, you will do it for 10 days. In those days, I am in the course of law right now. When we're looking for case laws, we go to open books. That's why you see lawyers in those days. You see how many books they carry. Today, that thing that is in those books, you will just press AI, it will bring it out. Hello, it will bring it out. So how can you live? How can you encourage us to remain in that world, which is okay, it's a start, but the world is moving now. We're in an AI world. How do we get there?
And they're moving too. Like the same way the world is moving. Like basically now everything is someone must have an idea about computer. You have the literacy, have a literacy in computer. And each schools now they have a computer center, an ICT center that they make sure that the children are going through. Even the remote villages where I served in that village, they have an ICT. Their computers where they are teaching those children. So it's already like people. It's still going on. People are still trying to.
I remember, this is what I'm saying. I see this one computer is not enough. Look at what India has done for themselves. India has managed to grow themselves in ICT world. That the rest of the world is not going to them. They didn't even start it.
I'm
We
not
have
talking
so
about
much
one
young
computer.
people,
There is
so
a
many young
particular
people
order
now
of computers are plenty, like they're up to like 50 something computers. So
Like
it's
this
not each
India or
class, not
China.
all the class and learn a computer class. A particular class will be just so like he doesn't like these people. They are trying. They are trying to like innovate. Like it's the major thing is when we're talking about the solution to democracy. If we have someone that is trying to really make something work for a particular state or particular place, we should approve. Like we
We
should
just have to
applaud them to
appreciate the small one they do. We have to appreciate the small one they do
we have to
because
appreciate the small ones they are doing because we do not they
it's
can
better than
equally just
putting
take the
effort
same
towards
place and do
something than
nothing
not
else.
putting effort at all.
If they
That's
don't
just
make
the
it,
truth.
the past previous governor, like the past one in my state, so the past governor, he did not do anything. He came there was no salary payments, pensioners were not paying. Benue State is basically a salary state, salary earning state, civil servant state. So pensioners were not getting their salaries, no payment of salaries and all that. You get. And again, there was nothing, no improvement. Everything was just on a standstill. You pick up a company that was is meant for the government. Instead of you to do it, you sell it and buy it for yourself. That is how bad it was. There was nothing, no
So it's now
development. There was
privatizing everything for their own self. Selfishness
you
at
put up a
its
government
peak. This is
property
what
for
I keep
self, he
saying.
buys for himself. So you now
Selfishness.
see how it is. So the little ones that someone came and is trying, we should applaud that person. If other people were doing that, at least our each and every state, maybe all the governors, the states would have been better.
Okay, so Amber, let's move to the next section, which is the trending news
Okay.
before the newspaper review. So another thing that is trending, I saw we are in the trending section at the quiz.
Okay.
So one of the trending news is
Read this one.
Lagos. I know Lagos say they are trying their best. Okay, let's see this one as well. I wanted to talk about what happened in Lagos State. Okay,
Okay. Let me go
this one
back.
was yesterday's story.
Is it the video?
Okay, now you said
I thought, tell me what
there's
to
video
add.
where they were driving hawkers, where they
Okay,
were
good.
pursuing them and
Let me bring that one
they
in.
stay. Well,
Yes.
I don't know. Okay.
That is very video. Yeah. You see this one?
Yes, yes.
I can move this guy to my front now. Move that chair, I tell you.
I don't know, do you think that
Fóònù mi ti
people
tan
are
red
people
ọlọ́run.
here?
I'm wondering why they are arresting them. Have they told them to stop walking on the street of the road
Yeah,
already?
see this, yeah, this people hawking. Maybe it's okay now they are apprehending these people because they said they are miscreants, right? To the street traders.
Can't we hear what they're saying?
Okay, I think the video is finished. Now they apprehended these people, right? Saying they are
Yes.
miscreants, right? To be street traders. Now, I can't understand that they really want to make the state that big to the level where they don't want to see people selling on the streets. This is another problem Nigerians are having. If these people, right, they're surviving through what they sell on the streets, and you're apprehending them, what is their fate? What do you really want them to do? You're calling them
What do you
miscreants.
want people to do? These people decide, they don't want to stay and be snatching people's phones or anything. They are
That
selling.
is it.
You are they're
Because we
arresting
want to
people
make
in the
Lagos
night.
a developed
In
state.
the night. You are arresting them because they are hawking on a hold up. That is like I think there's hold up there.
Yes, that is what they want to
So at
stop.
what point do you feel what do you want these people to do now if you don't want them to hawk on the streets?
They say they should maintain law and order. But if you
Yes.
are
What
if you are
law and
apprehending
order?
them, calling them miscreants, the street traders, if you're apprehending them, what is not their fate? I can't understand that Lagos wants to be like America. Fine. But do we have a good place for them to survive in? Because they survive based on what they sell on the street. You know that most of these people that sell on the street, this is not their product. For example,
It's
you
not.
come to me and I have a product, I count it and give to you, go and sell. You understand? And maybe the 10 naira or 20 naira on top is your own. You bring my capital for me and take those money. Even pure water. You have it when you give this outside people pure water. You understand? One bag is 20. I tell you how much you're getting inside one bag. They
The
can sell
thing
more than
they
10
will
bags for you. I know it happens. I see it. They can sell more than 10 bags for you. You do zobo, you do kunu, you give to them. You understand? At the end of the day, maybe the 20 naira on top, you count and give them is their own. So if it's not like it's their own, they cannot do these things. You make bonds, you understand? And you might tell them that you have like 50 naira on top. They come and give you your remaining money. You tell them this is what you're expecting. This is I'm expecting 5,000 from this pure water. The 500 naira is your own. However, with the morning to night working, it's not like these people are getting
and you hardly see them. So at what point do you
much.
feel
Oh.
people that are hawking, and it's not as if they are causing nuisance, they did not even cause any nuisance, those people are just selling.
Wants to go out
It's
and
only
hawk it for
when
you, and you said
how do you feel
they have that energy,
now?
they have that zeal to work. They'll bring your money for you. So if you're stopping them, what do we really want them to be doing? You know what I'm asking? You see in Abuja here, the minister is actually scrubbing away all the people selling on the road. They drove them away, they drive them away. Fine, I understand. But do we still understand that poverty is leading to this? It is still poverty, right? That makes them to come and place umbrella on the road and start selling.
Yeah.
Are we understanding that part as well? That I saw one woman on the road that are still constructive. You see the dust with a newborn baby. I didn't even know when I asked her, Madam, why are you keeping this child on this dust? What is she selling? Just a small thing she kept on the table. And she said, my daughter, we have to come out now because if we don't come out, we'll not be able to eat. At the end of the day, I still this money to treat this child. A newborn baby. If that one was doing well, that baby should have been at home because it's still a suckling baby that's like they're still carrying the child, not up to anything. Can't even sit on the child cannot sit on its own. You understand? So why I'm saying this is poverty is leading to this street selling, right? If you are driving them, can we really provide a big market that will fit in everybody to go into the market and sell so that I know that if I'm coming out to get pure water, if I don't want to buy on the street, look at the market I will enter and buy it. We are not providing markets for people, but we are driving them from selling. And at the end of the
That
day,
is
the poor masses still tend to suffer because they will now come back to rob the poor people. So do you
Yeah,
understand that?
maybe,
what is
maybe
It's
I
not
Nigeria
understand.
for? Nigeria just wake up overnight, create a rule that does not even make sense without bringing a solution to the rule they are creating. They just say, okay, we'll make another. Do not sell here. Okay, where do you want these people to go
That
and
is it.
sell and sell?
But the
You are
question is,
arresting somebody that is walking. The person did not basically put an umbrella by the roadside. He's just carrying a thing up and down, like running after vehicles that are maybe on a slow, maybe on a traffic light, or maybe there is traffic. They are just basically
They
hawking.
die.
With they can
They even died in the
leave that
process.
place
Did
and
you not see the one that died around
yes, but
Uye
Mary,
Road, trying to
let
cross,
me
and the
ask the
motor hit
question.
that one. You see blood
Yes,
everywhere. Died in the process.
Mary,
They
Mary, I
die
understand
as
what the two
well
of you are
in the
saying.
process.
Yes, I understand what Mary and Yamba, I understand what the two of you are saying. But what do you expect the government to do here? Now, you use the word nuisance. They don't constitute nuisance. They are rendering a service, correct, and they are surviving with it. Excellent. But the problem is, at what point will there be a stop to it? Because if everybody go on the street, if that becomes the only job available, anybody that cannot get a job can go on the street and do this. The street will be littered with people, and that is the fear. At what point do we say enough of these people on the street? Perhaps the reason why we try to have some kind of law and order. I always don't support the government in some of the things they do, but sometimes their hands are tied. When do they stop it? At what point do we say it is right for people not to be out there doing this? Now, we do know that even if government provide the whole market, Nigeria is such a society where some people will take the shortcut. Why are people selling drugs? Why are people prostituting? Why do government sometimes say it is illegal to prostitute? Not because they render service, but if you don't do it the proper way, then there is reason for government to step in. It is not always pleasant. The government job is not always a good job. You see, when I was saying something today, Mary, I talk about the bitter leaf soup and the sugar soup. The food when they sweet pass. I'm just saying, if you cook a goosey now, we correct, what do you call, not be the Ferrero na
starchy.
good one. They eat a Ferrero well. May we use water leaf. It will be more
Starchy.
interesting than the bitter leaf, but bitter leaf is more healthy. Eat bitter leaf a little bit. Balance it. If you eat only sugar, the government cannot do only sugar. Sometimes they have to be decision-making body that say, okay, this decision is good for the society. The government, of course, doesn't hate these people they are chasing now. They don't hate them. Oh, the way they handle it may be wrong, but the government does not hate them. They're saying that this is not the right look we want to show. Do you agree with me that these people also rob on the street? Mary, let me take your memory lane back. When they banned Okada, the reason they banned Okada in Lagos, Okada, they were using it to rob. Not every one of them, but at what point will the government intervene and we say it is right? Last time, I was listening to somebody yesterday who was telling me a story of her experience with a one chance. All right. Now, if the government says for you to become a taxi driver, you must have social certificate or you must be registered, it will be a problem. But without people registering, there is one chance on the road. At what point can the government intervene? If the government sit down, it will not be pleasant because the crime will come anyway. It's either they make crime come to us on the street or they're going to take the crime with us on the street, either in our room or on the street. So at the point in time, it's so difficult to work in a society like this one. So I think government should be given the chance as well, given benefit of that, to take some decisive actions. I know Nigerians don't want to hear what some of the things I'm saying now, but government might make some laws that may not be nice to your face, but you look at the overall structure, what are the alternatives? You cannot just carry your bag and say, I'm going to Abuja. You don't have a place to stay in Abuja. You have to start. Yes, that's how everybody started. But at what point, if you don't have a place now, you are stranded. The government does not have enough to provide for you. You understand? Lagos were deporting people from their own Yoruba people. They were deporting them to the Yoruba land. Not to other states. They were saying Yoruba people. Lagos deported them. So it's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky.
Oh, you asking these people not to sell to hawk on the street is one thing. Where do you want them to hawk? To show
The
them a
question
place
is,
where they can put their market and sell.
there is always a chance in the market where you can hawk. If you go to Alaba market now, they are actually nuisance. Maybe do you know I went into the market and I want to buy something. The people disturbing me, taking me that they
I
own the
know, but you
thing,
know that
they are more
sometimes
than the
they
people
are
that
not
have
good
it.
at. You might just be traveling on the road and you are tasty. This bottle water is easy to access on the road. You see them on the road. You
And maybe if you're going to travel, if there's no water on
think
the road, you
that
will buy water as you are going. There will not be lifesaver by waiting to buy water where you are not sure of. The government should be concerned about the health of the people. What kind of water are you giving on the road? Government is concerned. Eh?
So the thing is, I like if I'm traveling, I always carry
you
my water
understand.
can.
It's
If I'm
helpful
traveling, I
when
hardly
everybody
buy
just
Mary,
water.
get
yes,
Just
that
a
thing
good
from.
question Mary said. Are you sure
the
the quality of
water
water
things I
you
can
get on
buy
the road?
myself.
Yeah. Is it healthy for
It's not
you?
funny.
I
You
am
know, we are just it's more like we are just trying to each and every person in Nigeria is just trying to manage to live as the day comes by, to manage and live for the day and eat. So it's we are all we will complain how sometimes the government will just make laws that will really it's for our good, it's for our benefit because these guys when they are hawking, if your window like when your window is down from your car and your phone is carelessly, before you turn back, they can snatch it, they will
it's
remove
gone.
it.
It's
They
gone.
do it.
See?
So, but to some certain extent, some of them did, some of them don't. So, well, at least they are managing, they are trying to make ends meet. As at trying to go and stand on the corner and point a knife at your screwdriver or a gun. You get. So at least if you're trying to, if you don't want them to hug,
It's
tell them,
perfect.
okay, don't stand here. If you stand here, we'll arrest you and we'll arrest you. This is what you do, this is what we do. And basically, these people are basically just all these Hausa guys that do that. And then other people too hop because in the night, then definitely it's more like the church. Maybe that place always there's always traffic on that road. That's why you see them hawking on that road in the night. If there's no traffic on the road, no one will come and hawk because vehicle that are speeding. You cannot hawk to a vehicle that will speed and pass you. So definitely that road, there's traffic on that road. And that is why you always see them there. But them too, maybe they're stubborn, they felt they will not come out in the night. It is what it is, anyways. They're trying to make that is their own law, so they will have to abide by it. Look for another route that they will another road that they can stay without being arrested.
Property, we don't even have a lot. This is heavy.
Okay, in Ibadan, the
Everything
children
in one.
stampede that took the life of 35 children. So
May
the
God bless their soul.
ONE of this thing, Olori Naomi, right,
His wife.
has been arrested because they had to arrest the people that
They
actually
organized it.
actually
It's
planned
good.
that. You know what actually happened at that stampede is
We go
when
home
the
on time today. It's the last day.
animal palliative that they shared. I feel like if not because of the poverty level in the country, people
Your
will not go
noise,
there,
your
right?
voice, this you can just excuse them.
You said
But no, I was talking to Daddy K
so.
because he
What?
was discussing it was affecting what you're saying.
So the Oyo State Police Command have arrested a strange wife of Oni of Ife, Olori Naomi, and seven
How is
others in
it?
connection with the stampede that took place at the Islamic High School, Bosorun, Ibadan,
Is this still on trending on newspaper review? So the stampede
venue
now I asked.
of the family
What was okay? She organized a. Are you still reading
respect
it?
deficit for Nigeria all over the world. Children in a stampede over pennies, all those small small things that they are sharing, right? In a safe society, if 35 dogs die by stampede, the president, right, would open a crisis center with hourly press conferences providing an update about the situation. We would know the names of the victims. There would be grief, counselors, and professionals working love through the process. And the costly answers as what steps will be taken. Yes, they are talking about the 35 children that died in the Ibadan over the pennies, right?
Oh,
So I
now
feel like the government, they are not reacting enough to this.
the government is not really
They are
doing
not
anything
reacting
about
to
it.
it.
I think the president should
You
have,
got to say
because
sorry to
some
the
of these tax,
organizers of
what
this thing. How much? What are they sharing? I know that it's poverty that led to it. The pennies that they shared that led to the death of these children. What has the government done? You understand? As regards, okay, we felt the grief, we felt the pain. I know that they have arrested the ex-wife of the ONE officer. So, and others. Who are
this
the
person, you
organizers?
organize the party, you organize,
You
you
said?
know, people are suffering already. There's already there's poverty in the land. What the party you organized, was there no more organizers? What was organizing thing for? Because I don't understand. You want to share food to children, and children are there. What was the stampede for? Because if you see the crowd was just too much, you would have find a way of arranging it. Okay, come line by line, give this thing in
No.
such a way that
They want to make videos and post on the social media so that they will say that yes, higher level of poverty that have helped poverty. They have scrapped poverty in Ibadan by sharing pennies to them.
Mary,
If they were alive by today, that thing would have finished. They want to
Mary,
make video, they need crowd. If there's no crowd, that video will not be sweet. They need so that people will see that they impacted the lives of people. No, they're not impacting the life of 20, 30 people. No, they want to impact life of millions of people in Ibadan. And that led to the killings.
now,
And the
Mary,
governor
you
is coming
forgot
to
what
say
happened.
sorry to the
Was
family.
it
How?
Niger State,
he's
Mary?
angry.
Mary,
Maybe
last
he's
year,
angry.
you remember during the COVID, when they shared palliative, and a student, these are not even poor people now. Students die out of stampede for what? For Indomie. That is how bad it is. You understand? And it happened in this country. We have an issue. Now, the question is, again, it boils down to me asking
Big
the
one.
question. Where on earth does leaders stand and begin to share things? You know, they are so stupid. They think they are dealing with idiot animals. You know, by the time you give a man food, you're insulting him. You don't need to give a man food. You need to give the man the way to make food. You don't give him food. For people to line up and collect food, you are a stupid person. And you know, I saw one in my place this morning on a video. I don't want to share it because I'm going to blast them on my show on Sunday. The commissioner is sharing money. He said the governor said that they should share money on Christmas. So he's sharing some stupid envelope. He cannot open the envelope. Some bag of rice and some rubbish. And again, that is Nigerian culture to share rice at Christmas. Massively sharing rice at Christmas. We're going to see more of this, Mary. There will be more sharing of food and more people going to die. Until we stop them from this stupid sharing of their rubbish.
I now
In fact,
ask,
the governor should be arrested. The governor of that state should be arrested. Not only the person that shared the food, the governor should be arrested.
you organize
They
the
say
party
they're trying to
for
collect
children, right?
$3 each.
You organize a party for children. At what point do you think that you're not supposed to control these children? If it's children party, end of it, you organize the children thing. So why didn't you control these children? If you see that the crowd was much, you should have looked for people that will control these children for you, because definitely the organizers were not much. That is where, because if it was a good plan, if there was a plan for that, these things would not have happened. Because they just like you said, they always do these things for camera to pose, let them feel that okay, yes, people should applaud them and do this one and do this thing. If you're doing the right thing, you not do it for the camera.
That's true. Again, you see what I'm saying?
You
Two
want to
things I
help
said this morning.
the children
Some
in your
people,
state,
some
because you are
governors are only
late
doing things.
Oni
Yes.
of the late
Mary, the
Oni's wife.
question,
You have organized this thing very well.
so Mary, what we'll be asking ourselves now is, anytime we see a politician doing something, you ask yourself, is it for re-election or for the betterment of the people? Two things.
For
Hmm.
re-election.
There are some
Everybody is fighting for
anything
their own
Tinubu
head.
has done is to be re-elected. It's not for us. And when they deceive us, I just look at them and I laugh. Because if it
This
is
one
for
did
us,
not work
we will
well.
be bitter leaf.
This one did not work well for him that he preached. This one did not work
Exactly.
well for him.
Good.
Yes.
And it's bad luck to him, and he should be arrested. He should be
But
arrested.
was it the governor that organized the party?
Eh? For the
I
governor
don't
to
End of
know
allow
why
this
he
to
wants
happen
to
in the
do it
state,
like that.
for the
it
governor
happened
to
in the
allow
state.
this to happen, the governor is the cause of it. If he allowed this to happen, he should go in for it. Whether he knew or not, so that the governor, when we arrest the governor arrests the people.
this party now might not be we might not even come through the office, like might not go through the normal channel that we have to go to. Maybe for center, like these people they'll just organize, don't wake up and say, okay, I want to throw a party. And later on his wife now. So they want to throw a
It
party
was
for children to give children.
organized
Don't
by
say,
Wings Foundation and media partners at Digbo FM.
Anyway, let's go on
say
a break.
Wings Foundation and media partners at Digbo
See?
Foundation, at Digbo FM.
I think that the owner of that
Yeah,
radio station, the man went and said he fainted. Okay, they went and put oxygen on this person's nose. The oxygen was not turned on. He said he fainted. He saw when he saw what was happening to the children, he fainted. Hmm. He slumped and fell. Okay, there's oxygen in your nose. The oxygen is not on. So
Uh,
how?
I don't mind. I am, but if he
it's a
fainted,
trend
if
of
for
people.
that.
We want to keep talking about the trending stories. We'll not go on a quick break. Viewers, we'll be going on a quick break, and when we come back, continue with the newspaper review. Don't go anywhere, viewers. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.
Oh my goodness!
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. SRTV Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to SRTV Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious SRTV Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 247 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance. Top-notch amenities, high-speed Wi-Fi, smart TV, air conditioning, fully equipped kitchen, and lots more. Perfect for business travelers, family vacations, romantic getaways, special events, and more. Book your stay today and experience Lagos like never before. Call +234 8143 582856 or +447 4388 190 or email us at realestate@superiorradiotelevision.com. SRTV Shortlet Apartment, where comfort meets luxury.
Welcome back from the break. We are still on Wake Up Nigeria on SRTV, where we discuss basically trending news and newspaper review. So we are on the news. We are back from the break, and we are talking about the stampede at Ibadan, where the late Oni of Ife's wife organized a party for the children, and there was a stampede. And I asked again, you were organizing a party for children, and the organizers did not deem it fit to know that there should be proper arrangement for whatever reasons for them to share what they were sharing for the children. At what point do we feel we neglect the things that you're supposed to do? You are here, the children are in your care for you to look after, and you could not arrange them properly. Whatever it is that was meant to be shared, you saw the crowd that was there. You can't just share it because they will rush. Everybody wants to get what they want to get. We fail in so many ways that we're supposed to do things the way we're supposed to do things in order. We fail as a people. And this should be an eye opener for each and maybe other persons that might be organizing and a party for some of for people, maybe organizing a party, a Christmas party, end of year party for children or anything. If you know that your committee, you're organizing a party for children, you should have a plan, you have a way on which you want to share the food you want to share to these children. Not them coming like everybody other person. If you cannot have a plan how to arrange them to share this food, these things will still occur. So far, we have talked about trending issues on Nigeria. We have reviewed about the things that are happening. We talked about democracy and the solutions. What is been the cause of the bad governance in Nigeria? We talk about the cause. We mentioned the root cause of each thing, the cause of democracy, ineffectiveness of democracy in Nigeria. We now talked about the solution. We mentioned the solution, the things that we're supposed to do that democracy would work in Nigeria. And again, we mentioned one or two to talk about some trending issues that happened about the hawkers, where some people hawking in Lagos states were being arrested for hawking on the streets. And we asked, where do you want these people to go and hawk? If they cannot hawk on the streets, where are you showing them to stay and sell? Because sometimes the market areas are congested. You cannot have them going up and down. Already, the market is already congested. So where do you want these people to stay and hawk? The last topic we're discussing. So the last topic we're going to do the newspaper review, and maybe when we go, I'll go back for break. We'll go out on a little. We take a little break and come back again. Then we discuss about. We'll check our newspaper. We'll take our newspaper review. If you're watching us, it's still on Wake Up Nigeria on SRTV. We'll be right back.